I'm telling you facts. Hear it. This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can't. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged. It's all editorial. Yo, listen, you have to sit down and talk to Spotify. Listen, I'm the label. I'm telling you, take this in your head and write it down. I'm telling you the game. Yo, the label's telling you, yo, listen, you have to sit down with Spotify. Sit down with Apple. You have to do this interview. You have to. If you don't want to, you have to. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You have to. Yo, you gotta check the boxes. Literally, you could say, I don't feel like doing that. I don't even like that person. You have to. You're a puppet.
Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I mean, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with you know, with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
That's when I went to the crossroads and made a big deal. You know, like, yeah. One night, and then went back to Minneapolis, and I was like, hey, where's this guy been? You know, he been to the crossroads.
You're doing really well now, but didn't you release a CD like almost 10 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I released a gospel record when I was 15 because I grew up in, you know, a household where all I ever did was listen to gospel music, and my parents are both traveling ministers, and so I kind of sang about, you know, what was going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music,
Yeah.
but it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Music came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
I so badly want to be Catherine Hudson that I don't even want to look like Katy Perry anymore sometimes.
Okay.
I really want to be my authentic self,
Yes.
like 100%. And so it hurts, you know, when I don't feel like I can.
Some devil or something was in him, you know, and he didn't have any control over it. He didn't know what made him act the way he acted and what made him say the things he said and songs and different things like that just come out of him, you know. But at first I used to think it was a cop-out when he had really done me in, right? And he'd say, I don't know what come over me, you know. I really can't understand it. And, you know, he used to just, you know, grab his hair or something, or pull his hair and just stand in there or cry or something. Oh, Lord, it was so sad when he would cry. Maybe he was the first man, or maybe the only man that I've ever seen cry, you know, but it just killed me when he cried because he felt like, it seems like to me he was so tormented and just torn apart, and like he really was obsessed, you know, with something really evil, you know. And he said, you know, like, you're from Georgia, you know, he said, I should know how, you know, people drive demons. He actually thought about, you know, if we ever go, because I used to talk about my grandmother and all her weird stuff, you know, and he used to talk about us going down there and having some root lady or somebody see if she could drive this demon out of him.
Hendrix admitted, quote, I can explain everything better through music. You hypnotize people, and when you get people at their weakest point, you can preach into their subconscious is what we want to say. That's why the name Electric Church flashes in and out.
So, like, when you're getting ready to go on stage and perform, does Sasha Fierce, when does she show up?
Usually when I hear the crowd, when I put on my stilettos, when, like, the moment right before when you're nervous and that other thing kind of takes over for you.
Uh-huh.
Then Sasha Fierce appears, and my posture and the way I speak and everything is different. Whenever I have to perform, whenever I have to do choreography or something that's difficult, and it's no different from anyone else. I feel like we all kind of have that thing that takes over when it's so.
Hold on, let me explain something to them real quick. Before everybody starts screaming and saying, oh, like I told y'all earlier, you motherfuckers enter the rapture. And if ain't nobody flying up to heaven right now, obviously all y'all motherfuckers going to hell. Right with me. So, let's get it. Oh, you already here. I'm so sorry. You can't get out. You're stuck. It's over. You heard the song a million times and you didn't even know. That's up, but I still love you anyway.
Take that down. Take it down right now. Okay, I'll take it down. Don't say that.
Your label is saying you can't do it.
You can't do it. You can't say
You have
nothing.
to be a puppet.
You can't say nothing bad about this. You have to follow the rules. When they got you by a fucking headlock, you can't drop music. You think people feel like being puppets? This is what I'm telling you. The industry is rigged. Industry is rigged. As much as you don't want to hear it, the industry is rigged. It's rigged.
No.
And that's coming from somebody successful.
Okay.
Somebody with millions of dollars. I don't have to tell you this.
Like Mariah Carey just had this big $20 million. That's like a huge deal, right?
So you feeling that?
No, well, what I mean, I don't understand. What the public sees the word $20 million an album. Well,
let's see. Do you all think that's a good deal?
Well, I mean, tell me why. I mean, what am I missing?
Okay, let's do some math.
Okay.
If
you do math like that?
Yeah, kinda. If you sign me, you sign me to a record company,
right,
or a record deal. Let's suppose you have a record company.
Right.
How much would you give me? The album sells for $18, right? $18.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right. How much of that would you give me?
Well, I don't know how it works.
Well, no.
Half.
Half? Half sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Check this out. If I sell 1 million copies, I'm gonna have $10 million, right? Roughly $10 million.
Right.
If I sell 2 million copies, I got $20 million.
Right.
If I just sell 3 million copies, I got $30 million. Now who has the biggest record deal?
Oh, I see. Yeah, right. Okay.
Right? So Mariah kind of got screwed.
I can say this. Everything's not going the way we so-called, quote-unquote, would want it to be or how it should be. But regardless, we're not going to let anybody hold us down. This proves it, and we've done good regardless to all the problems.
We're not going to sugarcoat anything anymore. We've been quiet long enough. Can I get an amen?
Amen!
All right. All right. Well, I'll put it to you this way. We are the biggest selling female group ever. 10 million albums worldwide. We have worked very hard. We have been in this business for 5 years. And we are broke as broke can be. And I know it's hard to believe because we've sold so many albums, but it is possible. That's the deal here. So, and we're not happy at all. But
and how can we be broke? It's kind of, I can't go into everything right now, but trust me, you can sell 10 million albums and be broke if you have greedy people behind you.
I wasn't really taking large advances from the recording companies. I was recording the albums myself in my own studio. So the way I looked at it, I owned the work because I paid for it. And I did all the work. I created it, so I felt like it should belong to me. That said, the companies felt otherwise. And they would always hold this contract up and say, well, you signed it. And I say, well, I understand that. It's not like I want to leave. I just want to, talk about this thing and see if we can't make it more fair. Of course, they wouldn't change, because if they changed, they wouldn't really exist. It shouldn't be a situation where they own the album or the work. We're talking about intellectual copyright. If they're going to be indeed a delivery service, then that's fine. But even FedEx doesn't say that they own the thing that they ship.
The story is usually the same, though. These guys work really hard at their craft, but the story ends the same. They usually are broken, torn, and usually just sad. And the story is very sad in the end, because the companies take advantage of them. They really do. Being the artist that I am, at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony. Several billion. And they really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer, myself, would outthink them. So I'm leaving Sony a free agent. Owning half of Sony. So I own half of Sony's publishing, and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me because of it. But I just did good business, you know.
Tell him! Tell it, Michael! Tell the story!
But, so, the way they get revenge is to try and destroy my album. And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Respect!
Oh, I'd give anything to be a rock star. Anything.
Did you say anything?
Who are you?
My card, pretty lady.
Devil May Care Music Productions. Beelzebub President.
I like your style. Too bad you're not a singer.
Oh, but I am. I am a singer.
No fooling.
No, listen.
Fantastic. Different. There's just one thing that might hold you back.
What?
If you don't want it badly enough.
Oh, but I do want it. Really, I want to be a star. Oh, please.
You talk me into it. Contract. Just our standard contract. Nothing fancy.
I don't know if most people have seen long-form contracts. They're insane, and there's all these little things thrown in. It's kind of like legislature for a government. They put up this big issue, but underneath that issue, there's like 17 other little laws that they threw in that they're not talking about. So when you say yes to this one thing, you're actually saying yes to like 45 other things.
Fame, fortune, fans, gold records, concerts, world tours, your name in lights.
Oh, I give up. Can I trust you? Okay. I'll sign.
Right. And?
Where's the ink?
We always use blood. It's more permanent.
Oh, I don't know. Can't we wait for Dan?
Oh, sure. I'll be back next year. Come on, Wheeze.
Next year? Oh, wait, stop, I'll sign. Don't do it hard.
It's signed. Wheeze, give this little lady your personal attention.
Tell me, Jen, how do you feel about your sudden success?
Well, I mean, like, being a big star it's really great, you know? It's like fabulous. Of course, it's lonely too sometimes.
Hey, Satan! Pay my dues. Playing in a rocking band. Hey, mama, look at me. I'm on my way to the promised land. I'm on a highway to hell. Highway to hell. I'm on a highway to hell.
I ran down to the levee, but the devil caught me there. Took my $20 bill and it vanished in the air.
stop running, but take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Got two reasons why I cry awake.
Pumping on my chest and I'm screaming. I stop breathing. Damn, I see demons. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die, my boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up, her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
bring your lifestyle to me, I'll make it better.
And how long will I live?
Eternal life and forever.
Or will I be the G that I was?
I'll make your life better than you can imagine or even dreamed of. So relax yourself, let me take control. Close your eyes, my soul.
My eyes are closed.
You said, my name is Lucy Kendrick. You introduced me, Kendrick. Usually I don't do this, but I see you on me, Kendrick. Lucy give you no worries. Lucy got million stories about these rappers that I came after when they was boring. Lucy go fill your pockets. Lucy go move your mama out of Compton inside the gigantic mansion like I promised. Lucy just wants your trust and loyalty. Avoiding me, it's not so easy. I'm at these functions accordingly, Kendrick. Lucy don't slack a minute. Lucy work harder. Lucy gon' call you even when Lucy know you love your father. I'm Lucy. I loosely heard prayers on your first album, truly. Lucy don't mind, cause at the end of the day you'll pursue me. Lucy go get it, Lucy not timid, Lucy up front. Lucy got paperwork on top of paperwork. I want you to know that Lucy got you all your life. I watched you, and now you all grown up to sign this contract if that's possible. Get you. I'ma go hit the bottle with you. Smoking, looking, the danger.
A bunch of little kids wanna swear just like me. I think I was put here to annoy the world and destroy your little 4-year-old boy or girl. If I could go back, I never would've rapped. I sold my soul to the devil, I'll never get it back. I'm possessed by evil demons that torture me while I'm sleeping. I keep dreaming of death and I'm hearing people screaming. The devil's spirit's trapped inside me and I want it out. It got silent, then all these voices said, follow me into the gates of hell. She gave me the keys to the best weed and a bag of sets and told me that's just for starters. Satan don't be in to see me later, to see if I'm interested in being partners. Human sacrifices, cannibalism, candles and exorcism. Animals having sex with them, camels, mammals and rabbits. I'm into voodoo, tarot cards and Ouija boards. Lighting candles, camping out at haunted beach resorts. I write the dark and rap about perverted violence. I used to sell pizzas, now I got 12 visas. So tell Jesus I'ma quit sinning when hell freezes. That's why my brain is out of order. And the dark shall emerge from the fiery depths of hell. In the shadows of all who are willing to sell their souls for this rap game. So at night before I sleep, I look in the mirror. The mirror grows lips and it whispers, come nearer. This mirror.
I'm not in the mirror, I'm inside you. Let me guide you.
You die, you son of a.
You sold your soul to me, need I remind you? You remember that night you prayed to God you give anything to get a record deal? Well, Dre signed you. Look at this house, look at these cars, they're so nice. Woo. Oh, but you didn't know fame has a price too. Lose your best friend from high school, your wife too. Ain't even sure if your kids like you, but together we can break the cycle. Marshall, no one's gonna love you like I do.
I fell in love with the devil, and now I'm in trouble. I fell in love with the devil, I'm underneath the spell. Someone send me an angel to lend me a halo. I fell in love with the devil, please save me from this hell. hills burn in California. My turn to ignore ya. Don't say I didn't warn ya. All the good girls go to hell, 'cause even God herself has enemies. And once the water starts to rise and heaven's out of sight, she'll want the devil on her team. My Lucifer is lonely.
You asked for that favor. Yo, I ain't asked you for shit. Oh, yes, you did. When you really needed something and you allowed me to give. You showed me your soul when you didn't say no. Just let a nigga go. Give me what you owe. Fuck what you think. Ain't shit for free. And the motherfucker you know can defeat me.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And with your help, I know the devil won't win.
It's way too late to save our souls, babe. Oh, oh, yeah. It's way too late. Oh, oh, oh. Baby, on my own, I made mistakes. I did you wrong, babe.
Judas, Judah, Judas, Judah, Judas, Judah, Judas, Gaga.
Mainly I sensed a great deal of negativity and entropy in the music. There's a disintegration going on that we really have to address. Our values have been lessened to a great degree. VH1's been pretty cool. They don't show too much craziness on their channel, but other Viacom channels do. So I think that we should address this as a community as to what it's doing to the culture. People can say all they want to, that there's no reason for these kids to listen to music and then go shoot somebody, but you know, there's something that's triggering these buttons.
Do you feel responsible as an artist
Very
for
much so.
what you're putting? Do you think that other people do?
No, I don't. Well, it's very obvious when you hear words and lyrics, whether they enlighten or discourage.
No?
I'm just talking about the truth.
Just general?
Yeah. The truth is that you either are here to enlighten or discourage. No, I'm talking about just plain disintegration, where you're not even speaking the truth anymore, you know, and the violent imagery that's permeated the society and our music now.
How do you measure your success?
By, who was the rapper? Masterpiece said, "Only God can judge me." There it is. Only God can judge me.
I heard it in the night. Words that thoughtless speak, like vultures swooping down below on the devil's radio. I hear it through the day. The waves getting filled with gossip broadcast to and fro on the devil's radio. Oh yeah, gossip, gossip. runs thick and fast. No one really sees quite what bad it can do, as it shapes you into something cold like an Eskimo igloo. It's all across our lives, like a weed it spread, till nothing else has space to grow. The devil's radio can creep up in the dark, make us hide behind shades, and buzzing like a dynamo. The devil's radio. Gossip. Oh yeah. Gossip. Oh yeah. Gossip. 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 Oh yeah. I heard you on Satan's wireless. Gossip. You know the devil's radio job. Gossip.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
What do I want people to know about me? Can I twist that question?
Sure.
This is what I want people to know. The whole point of the human race and the human mind in itself is evolution. Whether it's evolution spiritually, physically, period. Evolution. The purpose from birth is creation. That's all humans do. Everything around you was created. You were created. That table over there created, this chair created, this mic created, that camera created, that hat created. The whole point is evolution and creation. If you're not evolving, you're doing something wrong. So anything that takes away the power of your mind is keeping you still and delaying your evolution. You're only enslaved if you can't control your mind.
You remember, listen, you remember when I told you the industry is rigged? You remember when I told you that? I said, yo, the industry is rigged, you can buy a number one? Remember when I told you that? You can buy a number one? Do you remember when I told you, yo, you can buy a number one? You remember when I told you that? What do you think I did? I bought it. You don't believe me still? I bought the number one record. You know how? Because bundles exist. If you make your whole fan base buy, it's not about music anymore. If you make your whole fan base buy merch, it buys the number one. You can buy a number one. I didn't prove it to you yet. You can buy streams. You can buy bundles. You can buy a number one. I didn't tell you that. I didn't tell you that. What does it take you to fucking believe you can buy a number one?
That is facts.
I didn't tell you that. Take it from a person who's successful. You can buy a number one.
Okay, alright. So stop. What does that mean?
What the fuck I gotta tell y'all niggas how the game... I'm trying to help you. The game is rigged. I'm telling you the game is rigged. Understand that. Yo, add somebody.
Alright. I'm gonna add somebody. Whoever requests, how does this go? Is it this?